How do you track a line using a sensor? Let's try a line tracking sensor. This is part 27 of the KEYESTUDIO 37-in-1 sensor kit, the line tracking sensor module. I'll use the fritzing software to show you how to connect everything. Here's what you'll need. An Arduino microcontroller, preferably the UNO version or similar, a 400 tie point breadboard, a USB cable, the line tracking sensor module, 3 to 8 jumper wires, a small flathead screwdriver, and a piece of white paper with a black line on it. Place the line tracking sensor on the breadboard towards the middle, connect the pin labeled G to ground, connect the pin labeled V+ to 5 volts, connect the pin labeled S to digital pin 8. Now here is the real version. Here are the key features of this sensor module. The line tracking sensor is at the top. It is split between a transmitter and a receiver operating on the infrared light spectrum. The sensor trim pot uses a 10 kilo-ohm variable resistor to adjust the distance trigger. The LED turns on when the sensor reading exceeds the threshold value. The LM393 chip is a comparator that checks the threshold value. We'll use the Arduino IDE software for programming the Arduino UNO. Upload the following 14 lines of code. Open the serial monitor and observe the values from the sensor. The values are either a 0 or 1. Use a flathead screwdriver and rotate the screw clockwise and counterclockwise to observe the threshold settings. Next, grab your piece of paper with a black line to observe the operation of the sensor. When the sensor is over the white area, the trigger value remains a 0. When the sensor is over the dark line, the trigger value becomes a 1. This sensor is typically used with a ground robot rover to follow a dark line along a path. If you happen to have the newer UNO R4 with the built-in LED matrix, then try the following code. This code requires the following Arduino libraries: the Arduino graphics library and the Arduino LED matrix library. If you get an error when trying to upload, make sure you've downloaded the libraries to your computer. In this code, we make use of the Arduino LED Matrix class, courtesy of the Arduino LED Matrix library. A great example that shows the features of the LED Matrix and its libraries can be found in Examples section, then LED Matrix, then Text with Arduino Graphics. This code gives you an understanding of how to use the LED Matrix and also how to display information. You can display the values directly on the Arduino board. Once you get the hang of it, come back and join us for the next module.